That's a
Oh, you know
stream.
what? I don't know.
Yep. I think we are live.
Okay.
Are we?
What?
Are we live?
I don't know. No, we don't say it. No, I guess it says. I don't know. Hell, who knows? Anyways, good.
Yeah. I think we're live.
Good morning. Good morning. Oh yeah, I see it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're live.
Good morning. I did that for my act.
How to do?
Yeah, all that good stuff. Hopefully your weekend was, or your week. Yeah, it's coming to an end. Your weekend was lovely. I still have one more day, and so I'm so happy about that.
Yep.
We've been busy though.
Very, very, very busy.
I feel like we haven't had no time to like even sit down.
No, this week was pretty bad, but those life isn't gonna always be this smooth road. We had car trouble. That's all it was. We had to drive through gridlock of traffic. But it turned out well.
Yeah, because we didn't have to pay for nothing. It was warranty. It was covered.
We didn't have to pay for anything. We took the scenic route and had a little sit down. Our oldest, he wasn't with us. He was off working, but us three, we went, had dinner at a top end restaurant, Chili's.
That is so top. It's a 5-star.
5-star restaurant of the middle class.
Right. Yeah.
Chili's.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get to the matter at hand. We've been trying to figure out some ideas because we don't want it to always be those conversations that invoke emotions. We want to make it fun and just entertaining at times, without having some intense moments and so we decided to do a topic: unpopular Black opinions, or unpopular opinions in the Black culture, however you want to look at it. So what we're going to do is I have 3 and Venus has 3, and we are going to lay out our opinions. We're going to lay out why.
But don't come for us like
no. I mean,
it's an open discussion, and you can feel free to say like
feel
why
free
you
to chime
think
in.
It's not gonna make me change my mind, especially about one person. I'm not gonna change my mind. I've never been that way. So yeah.
No, feel free
to chime in. We love to read comments, and like, comment, and subscribe.
Because at the end of the day, I think all of us,
Yeah.
every single one of us walking on this planet has an opinion that probably goes against the culture.
Yes.
Every single one of us. So we're no different. But anyway, without further ado, let's get started.
Okay.
Drum roll, please, for Venus.
No, you go first because I always go first.
You always go first.
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, fine. The first one is for me. Let me lay out my viewpoint. I have a musical background, right? Yeah. And we, with the exception of a few individual categories of music, I pretty much listen to a lot of stuff. Now I have things that I prefer to listen to, but my unpopular opinion, I don't. In the R&B, in particular, the R&B space, I don't like ballads. So with me not liking ballads, I don't care too much for Luther. I don't care. Oh, and let me add another. I don't care too much for Whitney either.
Now, see, that's where I'm you didn't just cross the line because you're not about to talk about Whitney. You're not. Listen, you live in this house, but we can get divorced if you talk about Whitney like this. Because look, you're not gonna sit here and say to Whitney, what's the problem with Whitney? Because I can't even talk. Well, I'm so flustered right now.
Well, I don't want to lay out this stereotypical answer that people try to do, how they try to calm the waters to make their point. But there's some truth in this. I will never dismiss what they contributed to the culture. As I mentioned, I don't care for ballads. So
Johnny Gill.
You can insert any singer in.
No, but I'm asking Johnny Gill.
Don't care for him either. Now, here's the thing. But here's the key part though. But there's certain types of songs that aren't necessarily like My is his best song. Ooh. It's not my best song by Johnny Gill.
Which one is yours?
There you go. Off the Boomerang soundtrack.
Oh, I love that one too.
That's not a ballad though. My is a ballad.
Yeah.
A House is a Home is a ballad for Luther. But my favorite song for Luther is Never Too Much.
That's not a ballad.
It's not a ballad.
No, it's not.
Exactly. I'm Your Baby Tonight, but Whitney Houston. You Give Good Love. I'm Every Woman. None of those songs are ballads. So those are the songs. And I mean, there's a few more, like Best Things in Life Are Free with Janet Jackson and Luther. There's a group of songs that I love with them, but they're classic songs that they're known for. Here and Now with Luther, House is Not a Home. He has a few more that I can't think of off the top of my head. I don't like any of them. But they are staples in the Black household. They're staples in our culture. They're staples in the whole music industry. But I don't care.
Okay.
All right.
So
I hope I didn't piss too many people off.
They'll be all right. It's your opinion, as you know.
All right.
So my opinion, and I know people, it is what it is. I don't feel like. So it's the difference between singing or you can sing and they can sing. And so my opinion is I don't think Beyonce is a great singer.
Okay.
Is that a word? I don't think it's a
singer.
word.
Singer.
Well, singer, the sing
you're
and
framing the
sang.
term wrong. I mean, it's a word. But,
that's what what we say. We say they can sing, sang. So sing is and sang is something different.
You're not the first person said that. Trick Daddy said it too.
Did he?
He said it on Breakfast Club.
Oh Lord,
he said she can't sing. Oh yeah. They came with them with pitchforks.
And this is my thing. I think that some of that is the way Beyonce looks. It's some of the colorism thing. Now, do I feel like she's a great entertainer? I absolutely agree that she is a great entertainer. And if y'all paying for them, how much of them tickets? $1,000?
Something like that.
I think it's, especially now with everything going on, only the elite people are going to go to the concert. I would not spend $1,000 for nobody.
Oh no, it ain't the elite people. You people are putting it on credit cards. People using their tax returns. People are putting themselves. It wouldn't shock me at all. I know how these businesses do, like these promoters when they come with these arenas. They'll even set up payment plans for you. Well, obviously, I'm not.
We ain't checking for her.
We're not checking for her, and also too.
$1,000 concert because that's ridiculous.
Well, the thing is, if we wanted to, we could. It's just something I wouldn't care to do.
Invest your money in some land,
and also to another thing to add, like it's like I think these people know, but they're all about making money. But my take on that is like,
hold on.
She's not okay.
Because I feel as if Jasmine Sullivan she can really blow. Yeah. I've heard her do was
low.
What?
You said she can really blow.
Well, I mean, she might be good too. I don't know her. Whoa. But she can really oh my gosh. And I think it's some of the colorism, like Jasmine Sullivan, remember,
it's not all colorism, though.
But remember, she was overweight too.
That's a lot of
that. Some of it too is because she was overweight. She's not as light skinned as Beyonce is. I think she's beautiful. I don't see a difference between them being both beautiful. I think they're both beautiful girls or women or whatever. But I don't really like I haven't liked Beyonce's song or
her
music since she was in what was it?
Destiny's Child?
No, it was after that. She had her own. She was like in this
Crazy
silver outfit.
You're talking
on top of this.
It was before Lemonade. No, it was before Lemonade.
Yeah, and now she's like pop.
Well, she's always been a pop. She's always been pop.
Okay, I don't care.
Since she's been a solo artist, her, there's certain artists in black and white art. Well, artists of all colors, let me put it that way, where they kind of straddle this fence where some tracks will be in the R&B space and some will be in the pop space. Now, if you want to ask me, I would say she's probably more of a pop artist than a R&B artist, but she's had pop albums, she's had R&B albums.
Okay.
Like Lemonade was an R&B album.
I didn't like Lemonade.
Sasha Fierce was a pop album.
I didn't like that one either.
I'm just saying, like, so she's had albums that teeter on both. Okay, but let me get my take on it. So here's the thing, or let me add to it. I understand what your take and where your take is coming from. I don't lean that far in it, but I understand what you're saying. People get this misconception of you can be like, I don't think you hear of like Whitney Houston being one of the greatest singers of all time. Finally, let me tie this back into mind. You hear her being one of the greatest singers of all time, but you never hear her being one of the greatest entertainers of all time.
True, but yeah, that's true.
They're not the same.
That's true.
Like Bobby Brown in his prime was not a great singer, but a showman. But of his era, you can make a case that he was the greatest showman of his time.
I agree.
I mean, like you can't name 4 others of his time. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you right now, guys like Chris Brown, Usher, even a little bit of Justin Bieber, they all took something from Bobby Brown. They took something from him. Bieber. Yeah, Justin Bieber's teeter on the R&B space too.
Oh no.
Whatever. It's an absolute fact. I'm telling you right now, he's gonna say he's got some
Justin Timberlake or Justin Bieber?
Both.
Well, I'm just saying because you need to. You're talking about, I don't even.
Well, I said Justin Bieber, but you can say Justin Timberlake too.
No, Justin Timberlake, yeah.
Like they've taken some of that showman, that stage presence from Bobby. They took some of Bobby Brown blueprint. So to go to your point, they hold Beyonce to these. To the standard, to where her hive makes it where you can't be critical. And look, she's gonna go down as the greatest female artist of all time.
I agree with that.
She's gonna go screen.
Yeah.
But her. I mean, and now I will tell you this now, like on the R&B podcast. Shout out to the R&B podcast, Jay Valentine and Tank. They have said that Beyonce vocally has not been tapped into. I believe that to a degree because it's about commercial.
It is what sells. What sells.
Now, but that's still I don't.
But they did criticize her.
When I hear her, I don't think I think she's I don't know how much more vocal range that she has. I mean, I think she has some left in the tank that haven't been tapped into because it doesn't necessarily appeal to her base. Absolutely. Yeah. I think all these artists of that space are like that. But I do think that's her lane is her lane. She's gonna go down as the greatest artist of all time. I see your point, and I mean, because I think if you put her head to head to some other people who
Jasmine Sullivan.
I mean,
I'm just asking if she's head to head, who do you think is?
Well, yeah, I would probably say Jasmine. I would say Jasmine.
If you have not heard it, go on YouTube, put in Jasmine Sullivan, and she does acapella, and I can't remember the song. I Might Be in Love with Another Man. Oh my gosh. It gives you chill, like you could feel it. Like, girl, I wish I had a side dude listen to that damn.
Oh my God. The hell? Jesus.
I'm just saying because it just makes you feel like
just tell me like that, huh?
Girl, I'm right there with you.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm off of that one. Okay, what's the next one?
Hey, you saying that crap got me off my damn. We might have a conversation after we get off of here. But
it was food, wasn't it?
Well, no. I want to just tie a bow on this one. But yeah, the criticism of Beyonce is justified. Vocal. I mean, she is going to be the great. I mean, because you can look at it like even like a woman like Tina Turner. Like you listen to Tina Turner vocal, like her like her talent was more so based in her stage presence.
Yes, absolutely.
Her energy.
Because she's not the best singer.
She's not the best singer. She's not the best singer, but she's held in high regards for what she did on stage. The greatest legs in the business.
She got beautiful legs. She still got beautiful legs.
Greatest legs in the business, you know, but she wasn't the greatest vocalist, you know. And you know, it's kind of funny because it's almost like people in your inner circle know that, like, okay, you got vocals, but we're going to have to add a little bit to your package to be able to maximize your talent.
Absolutely.
As opposed to those vocalists, they walk the stage, they sit on the stool. That is true. They sit on a stool and they sing their songs. They walk the stage and they sing their song. They got the up-tempo songs. They do a little two-step with the dancers in the back, and that's it. But the other side where you have and I'm talking about the male space, the Chris Browns of the world, the Ushers of the world.
But he can dance too.
He can sing, but you're not going to put him on the same bar as Tank. Vocally
Tank is really good.
As a Brian McKnight.
Tank is really nice because we met him twice.
Yeah,
I met him twice.
I'm just saying, Tank, Brian McKnight, Johnny Gill,
really oh my God,
a few others. You're not going to say, "Hey, give me your best run you got right now," and I'm gonna go with those crooners over Chris Brown. Even though I think Chris Brown. I'm gonna say this real quick, and we're gonna shift. Me and my homeboy had a conversation about this, and we were talking about Chris Brown and somebody else, and it was an ongoing debate for a while, and I had an epiphany, and I said the reason why Chris Brown isn't held in the regards of those other artists is because Chris Brown never challenged himself. He never did a ballad like he had. Well, I'm sorry, he has ballads like he did the song. He had a song with the girl from American Idol.
Jennifer Hudson?
No, Jordan Sparks.
Oh yeah.
No, I think it was called No. I forgot the name of the song.
You know, you remember them songs.
But anyway, but like the other people of his ilk, they have pushed the limits to challenge themselves. Chris Brown has, like, if you listen to Chris Brown's music,
it's in a box.
It's kind of sort of, you know what you're going to
get. But like you said, it's what sells, and if you get outside that box, it might not sell.
It might not hit with your fan base. Yeah. Okay, all right. Shifting to shout out to all these artists, by the way. They're all great in their own way.
Absolutely,
they're all great.
They all have talent.
Yeah. One time or another, we're all listening to them.
Yeah.
Okay. For the second Black unpopular opinion, Chick-fil-A is trash.
Okay, so I have to agree with you.
Chick-fil-A is trash.
It is trash. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
You see us, them, they, all in that line at Chick-fil-A.
For 30 minutes.
For 30 minutes, waiting on them people to walk up to your car to get your order and greet you with a smile.
They do be nice though.
And tap on that little pad. And they be like, "Oh, you want some Polynesian sauce with that?"
I do.
And all that stuff. Like, our son, he eats it. Our youngest, he eats it.
He don't eat that chicken. He eat them fried.
Okay, well, whatever. Well, he's the only one that eat them.
The oldest, our oldest.
Well, I mean, I haven't seen him eat Chick-fil-A. I think if you ask him, do he want Chick-fil-A, he's not going to turn it down. No, it's a difference.
Yeah,
it's like he ain't gonna go. Man, I gotta go get me some Chick-fil-A today.
No, he don't do
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna go to a whole lot of other places. Matter of fact, what's the name of that?
Zaxby's.
No.
PDQ.
No.
What?
Not
Is it Zaxby's? That's what we have.
What's the chicken strip joint?
PDQ. Damn it. I know what you're talking about.
What's the other chicken strip joint?
It's good.
It's gonna bother me too.
I know what you're talking about.
Damn it.
Anyways.
Yeah.
I got food poisoning. I think it was salmonella. I swear they tried to kill me. It was a kid's meal. And I was sick for 3 days. That's why Chick-fil-A is trash. Plus, and it took me how many years to eat it again? Like 3 years after that? Maybe 4 or 5 years after that, I was sick. I had life decisions because it was coming out both ways, and I had life decisions to make at that moment. And it was a kids meal. Now their customer service is good. They do have some, but I don't know if people know, they have the longest wait time in the drive-thru. Chick-fil-A does, and it's salty to me. I don't care for it. I don't care for it.
I'm sorry. It's going to so bother me. I'm looking it up right now. Keep going.
Because it's white and Cane's.
Raisin Cane's. That's it. Raisin Cane's.
Raisin Cane's is on point.
Raisin Cane's.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I eat Raisin Cane's. I don't eat that.
Yeah.
All right. Yours?
I eat spinach and I eat cabbage.
Oh, hello.
But I do not like any greens.
Oh my God.
They are disgusting.
Oh my God. Get out. Get out. Pack your S and get out. Get out.
My grandma would make them. My other grandma would make them. My mama. I do not like greens, point blank, period. I don't like them. I don't know what it is. I just don't like greens at all, but I eat spinach. It doesn't make sense.
I tell you what, like, it's kind of weird with me. My palate can be bipolar. Like, okay, for one, I don't, of all greens, I hate cabbage greens. I'll eat them, but I just can't eat them the way it is. I have to add something to them.
He's saying cabbage greens, but it's really cabbage.
Well, yeah. It's
right, but I mean, you guys say different. I mean, different parts of the world of the United States say different things.
Okay.
I love cabbage.
Like I have to put like vinegar on them to eat.
Oh, what are you doing? Vinegar on cabbage?
Hey, you put vinegar on. So what you do? So what you do? You have,
my God!
You have see. I'm about to put you on game. This is a Southern thing. So what you do is you get like the chili pepper, like you get like the actual ones that grow outside,
like jalapenos.
No, not jalapenos.
What?
Chili pepper, like the chili, just a little chili thing, like Tabasco sauce. You know, there's something in Tabasco sauce.
You talking about like Louisiana sauce?
Sauce? Louisiana hot sauce.
Sauce.
No, not hot sauce.
I'm
confused.
And then
you put that in the vinegar and you let it sit. You let it, like, I don't know if it's ferment or whatever.
I have never heard this.
Yeah.
This is new to me.
You let it sit, and because it gives the vinegar a little bite to it. You know, you let it sit.
And you don't even like hot food. You don't eat hot food.
But I said a little bite. I didn't say hot. It's a little bite to it.
Okay.
Just a little bite. That's because in the day it's still predominantly vinegar. It just gives it a little edge. You let it sit for a while. I guess it kind of ferments, or like the
it's
and then you pour that on your greens. So that's now I will eat other greens without it. Cabbage greens, I need that. I'm not eating it. I'll eat it. I'm not gonna eat it. You got to give me some vinegar or something like that.
That's why whenever I make cabbage, you never eat it.
No, you have never seen me eat cabbage.
No, I never seen you eat.
But
cabbage.
You give me like spinach, collards, turnips. I eat all.
I don't eat none of that.
I don't
eat. We eat spinach.
You don't eat spinach,
but you don't eat spinach like that. We always make cream spinach. We always eat that with cheese and.
Okay, but if you make spinach the regular way, I eat it that way too. Didn't matter. I
don't know this pepper you're talking about. You're going to show me this.
We can call my mom after we got the phone.
I guess.
My mom will tell you.
This is news to me. I have never heard of this ever in my life.
Yeah, you have just the little things you have like that grows on it, like that you can grow in your own yard. You pluck them off and you put them in the vinegar. You know, you have like
this some southern stuff.
So obviously you have like those decorative glass things that you have like something in. And they're very small because when you use it, you only use a little bit of it. So it's like maybe like 5-6 ounces total in it. And then, you have vinegar in it, and then you put your, like maybe two peppers in it, and you just let it sit for like about a couple of days. Yeah. And then after that, you can use it. And
pickle it.
That's it.
Yeah.
And it adds your.
I can cook.
It adds a little bit of edge to your vinegar. That's all it is.
Okay. Well, I'll ask your mom about this because I don't know nothing about this pepper, because it's always been when they eat greens, I don't eat them. It's always you sop it up with cornbread. Yeah. Cornbread, and our cornbread is a little bit on the sweeter side. Not everybody likes cornbread like that, but
you talking about Jiffy cornbread?
Well, yeah, or you can make it from scratch.
Because Jiffy cornbread kind of sort of has a little sweet twist.
But you can make it from scratch, and you put a little sugar. You put sugar in there. That's how you make it sweet.
To my hot water cornbread?
No, I never made hot water cornbread. Your mama gave me the recipe. I haven't made it yet. Uh-huh. But your mama's hot water cornbread is good, though. Mm-hmm. I do love that.
Yeah, she makes hot water cornbread.
Yeah.
All right, yours.
So my next unpopular Black opinion is not all mixed people are pretty or cute. Uh-oh. I don't know where the hell and I'm talking about most of the time let me say mixed people most of the time. Our community says
we're talking mixed race.
They're talking about Black people, black and white or Black and Asian, blah blah blah. It always has to be like a Black in there.
Yeah.
Not all of them are cute. I don't know where people got this from. Like, oh, she mixed or he mixed. Oh, girl, he cute. That is not true. There are ugly people, and there are average people, and there's above average people, and not everybody who is biracial or mixed or what have you is good looking. Where did that even come from? Where did that start?
Well, I'll tell you as a youth, and in some previous episodes I've told you, I've kind of given a peek behind the curtain. When as a youth, you're out there, chasing women, and if one of your friends or somebody tell you like, and they describing a girl to you, and if they were to say she's mixed, you automatically have this depiction of like, oh, she's fine. Seriously, as a kid, as a youth, I used to think that way. Like, oh man, she must be tough, Yeah, because normally when you be like, when they say they're like, yo, she's mixed, and you be like, oh, she tough, like, man, like, yeah. So if you do it 10 times and the results 10 and it's 10 out of 10, then you automatically sort of just come to this conclusion that sticks with you.
But where you're from is a very small town.
No. This isn't just necessarily rooted in my town, because there wasn't really. It was only one female that was of mixed race.
But I'm saying where I'm from,
that I can remember,
where I grew up, majority of like my teenage years, it was people of all races, and then it was because it was military. So there's Black, Asian, Black, Puerto Rican, Black, Mexican, blah blah blah. So everybody who's mixed is not good looking. Everybody who's mixed race don't always look like mixed race, because think about somebody, my friend's baby, the last baby she had, he don't look Black at all. Like he doesn't look, he could pass for sure.
But also too, he looks that way now. You just never know.
That's true.
He may grow into.
Well, you know what they say about them ears when we have our babies. They say
color.
You're gonna be the color of your ears.
I mean, I don't know how true that is. I don't know. It's just kind of an old wives' tale.
I think it's sometimes an old wives' tale, like having heartburn, baby's gonna have a lot of hair. That is true. Yeah. So yeah. And what's your other one?
Okay, so this is the last one. We'll do our last rounds and we'll wrap this up. I would be considered. I forgot what gen that is. I think it's the one right before the millennial generation.
I think it's Z.
I think it's Gen Z.
I think it's Z.
Because millennials started in 81. I was in an era when R&B still was on its trajectory. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna say it. For like in the 80s, I preferred hair metal over R&B.
Oh wow.
Yep. I prefer hair metal.
Wow. But like Anita Baker?
Well, but let me explain myself. I come from a household where I remember mom had the Anita Baker album where she had that pose, that pose where you saw those males where they were leaned over on their side, where it's like, if you see them leaned over on side, the album gonna be fire. Luther had an album, Lionel Richie had an album, Teddy P had an album like that. Anita Baker had an album where she had on, I think it was she wouldn't lean over her side. I think it was Rapture. It was a cassette tape. But outside of that, maybe a few other stuff like the Thriller had it on vinyl.
Yeah.
Mom sent the picture of it, which I don't know where she got it from. But that was an era of rock. And everywhere you turn was rock.
Guns N' Roses.
Well, Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses. And actually my favorite band is Whitesnake, which used to be members of Deep Purple, which that goes into my rock history bag. Poison. Matter of fact, you and I, we're both Hall & Oates fans, even though they're rock-ish. I wouldn't call it like straight rock, but they're rock-ish. And there's a few other groups that were constant rotations on TV, on radio, and there wasn't a lot of outlets for R&B. Where you had to go to Video Soul, you had to go to BET. You have to go to BET. And BET and Saturday on Soul Train was probably an American Bandstand. I didn't watch American Bandstand, but it still was tailored more towards the white mass music, but. Like they had black acts on there.
There was a point in time MTV wouldn't even put black artists on. They wouldn't.
Now that I don't. No, I can't remember because we didn't have a cable expansion like that when I was growing up. But yeah, so it was more so. I leaned into what I was mostly exposed to. Yeah, I heard like I come from a very very religious family. But family that has rooted in religion, let me put it that way. And so I heard gospel music, blues. Musicians that were always playing gospel music, blues. But those things I just listened to, they didn't necessarily appeal to me. But when I heard stuff like AC/DC, like Back in Black, that just totally just threw me for a loop in Alabama, even though those groups were earlier. But like I said, the 80s, which the ones we just named, those were the ones that were constantly that whenever it said something on TV about and the next song about to be played, such and such, it got my attention and I tuned into the TV. The older I got is when I started to more so pivot to
R&B.
So I'm gonna say for me, 80s music was more rock than R&B. The music, the palatable music. Now, mind you, 90s going forward to me, that's when R&B hit the ground running, and R&B and hip hop. When we hit the ground running, and we haven't looked back since. But the 80s.
Do you remember the first video that you ever saw on like MTV Raps?
I wasn't an MTV Raps guy. I was actually BET the Basement guy, which was years later. When you talking about, was it Freddie? Fab Five, man, not Fab Five.
Something like that.
Freddie, yeah. He was one of the pioneers, and I think it was Dr. Dre and what's his face? What's the other guy?
Not Snoop.
No, not that Dr. Dre. The other Dr. Dre.
Oh. I don't know.
They were DJs. I think they were, but they did the MTV rap.
I think I remember like the first song, like I was like, I like rap, was Ice Cube. Today Was a Good Day. And like I still know word from word that freaking song.
Where everybody know Today Was a Good Day. Everybody know that. Running from the dog, no smog, mama cooking breakfast, but no, everybody know that.
Yeah.
But I can't remember because it's just like anytime there's a moment or a conversation about my childhood when it comes to music, and then I have to talk about rock and roll. And I remember this was when TBS was a different. TBS used to have this thing come on Friday nights called Night Tracks, and it was Night Tracks TRAKS. And my sister and I, we would anticipate Fridays because we were like, what are going to be the new videos or the new songs from the new artists that are going to come out? Because that's what we were exposed to. Because there was snippets of the Commodores or the Nita Bakers or the Stephanie Mills Migos or whatever. Really, but for whatever reason, it wasn't in our face. So we just kind of drifted towards where the music that everywhere you turn to, that's what was there.
Yeah, that's how we had to watch. That's how we.
So
got
for
our
me,
music.
80s was about rock and roll, baby.
I like rock, but it doesn't.
Rock, in particular, hair metal bands.
Nah, I'm still with my R&B. I'm gonna be a deep R&B fan. I'm always gonna be like that.
Well, I am now. I mean, but I'm not a new rock guy. I'm a classic rock guy. Like we even had that constant debate between Red Hot Chili Peppers and U2.
And you
U2, baby.
No,
U2.
No. Pretty much everybody.
Joshua's
agrees.
Tree is one of
pretty
the
much
greatest
everybody agrees. Are you kidding me?
Oh
my gosh!
Of any genre.
Somebody help me.
Any genre, Joshua's Tree. But okay.
Well, you guys, we're gonna end it.
Yours.
Comment. No, that was it.
What was yours? Did you say that
was I did my 3. It was
no, you didn't.
Beyonce, the food, and
you didn't do it.
I didn't.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did. Wait a minute, because I forgot. No, I did that one.
No, you didn't. Because I went first.
Oh, it's getting too long. So we'll do it for next time.
No, do it real quick. Give yourself 3-4 minutes.
All right. So I do not believe that the Bible is gospel.
Get out of the house. There's another one. Strike 2.
Get out. You've always known that. I don't believe the stuff in that Bible. I just don't believe it. I believe the Bible, and this is just me being who I am. If it was reincarnation, I probably was a militant Black woman back in the day, or man, whatever. I feel like it was to use to make Black people submissive.
Okay.
So and you cannot tell me, because it don't make sense to me. You can unalive a child. You can mess with children. But you telling me because you are gay that you're going to hell, make that make sense. Because you ain't hurt nobody. Mm-hmm. So I don't believe I don't believe in the Bible. I just don't. I don't take it like that. I'm spiritual. I'm not religious. And I believe that there's a little bit of truth in everything. It's a little bit of truth in being Jewish and being a Christian and being a Catholic and being a Buddhist. I believe some of that. I think it's maybe a mixture of things. Do I believe there's a creator? Yes, I believe there's a creator because I can look outside or see the morning sun or see the beach and see the sunset. I believe there's a creator, but it's not like what everybody else believes. Okay. And I, when we were at the mall, just, saying, no, I'm agnostic, and they're just keep on hammering me, what you're not supposed to do.
Yeah. Now what I will say is that's where we don't see eye to eye, but we respect each other's stance. Yeah. I'm quick to tell you that I live in my faith, and you have an opposite. Well, I don't necessarily say a direct opposite view, but you have a different perspective view of it because you do believe that there is something
bigger
beyond what we can see, but you don't adhere to something that's written by man. Mm-mm. So, but you don't dismiss how I feel, and I don't dismiss how you feel, and that's that's what kind of sort of helps make our house work because we give each other the runway to just say what you're going to say, and while the other person may not agree with it, you're still going to give that person that opportunity to say their piece. But okay, so we're going to try to wrap this up because we got another busy couple of hours to get some stuff done. So before we wrap this up, is there anything you want to add?
No, we would love to hear some of your unpopular Black beliefs also, because I'm pretty sure there are, everybody don't like watermelon and chicken and stuff. It's just things that people, I don't even know if we even started that. I don't think we even started that.
I don't know.
Yeah. So, but we would love to hear yours. Leave them in the comments. And again, we will reply to some of your comments. Just keep it, civilized and respectful.
Yeah. Well, and also, unless something changes, we probably will not be doing a live this coming week. It's going to be a pretty busy week now, unless we're able to squeeze in some time. We may try to do so, but for now, we will not be doing a live next Sunday.
Right. That's
so. So until next time, we'll see you later.
Enjoy your day.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Have a great week.
And hit that comment box, and let's start a discussion.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Have a good day.